What's up, everyone? Brandon here from Hops and Hyzer. So excited to bring you our interview with Alden Harris from this week's Thursday Night Throwdowns live stream. If you enjoy it, toss us a like, make sure you subscribe, and hey, why don't you check out one of our Disc Golf Valley live streams that we have here weekly. All of the upcoming streams are available in our channel. With no further delay, sit back and enjoy this interview with Alden Harris.
Skip.
Let's get.
Go.
Hit the curve.
Yes.
What kind of...
Oh wait, no, that's skipping towards the OB. Good tree. No, good tree. No, bad tree.
Oh, what a par save.
I don't know why I made zero adjustments.
This is where it goes really downhill. And I'm going to run it. I'm not going to try to rely on the trees at all. I should not have hit the ground there. That is in Hammond Park right there.
In Hammond Park, indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, joining us on Thursday Night Throwdowns, Mr. Alden Harris. What's up, buddy?
What is up? Can y'all hear me?
Oh, we can hear you,
Sweet.
sir. How's it going?
It's going good. I'm honored to be on here.
So,
Oh,
disclaimer
dude, we love
for
having
you.
on. Thank you.
Disclaimer for you. You're going to see some video content. Unfortunately, because of some glitches, you're not going to hear any audio, but it's your videos, so you know what was going on in there. So don't worry
Yeah.
if you don't hear those. First thing we want to do is welcome you to the stream and say, hey, I just want to make sure I did unlock the third round. We got people playing in our third round. We're going to set 10 minutes on the clock right now and let them get playing. So Alden joining us. I don't know if you are at home right now, but home for you is in Georgia. Am I correct there?
Yes, correct.
So whereabouts in Georgia are you located, sir?
In Woodstock, Georgia, so like 40 minutes north of Atlanta.
Ah, nice. So Mr. Mayor borders pretty close to Georgia as well, but he's in Florida. So
I
closer.
don't. I'm nowhere near Georgia.
Well, you're in Florida, Mr. Mayor. You're in Florida. I'm from Canada.
I'm a
Okay,
bordering
listen,
state.
listen. Here's how it works, Mayor. Canada.
I mean, technically,
okay?
I lived in Brunswick, Georgia for 7 years. That's good enough.
Mayor and I both have an affinity with the Savannah Bananas, though. So we both absolutely
okay.
love some great Georgia baseball content from the Savannah Bananas.
I mean, Atlanta Braves. I'm a big Braves guy. So I love all baseball that comes from Georgia.
So it's so nice to have you here, Alden. How did you find Disc Golf Valley? Let's start off with the first question I ask pro disc golfers that come on and hang out with us. How'd you find the game?
I can't even remember. I've been playing it for, when did it come out? 2019, 2018?
4 years ago,
20.
I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
I don't know.
Before maybe 5
'Cause
years
the-
ago,
I think it was
like the OGs.
Right before, right,
'Cause
right before pandemic.
The first time I remember playing it was at the Music City Open in 2019. So I've been playing it a while.
Nice.
That's amazing.
2018. Someone said in chat.
And one
Why'd you
question
send
we
me
had
text?
asked pre-stream, which I think fits in really well right now, is when it comes to DGV players on tour, who's the best? Aside from you, we all know Linus is really good too. Is there anyone else out there you've seen play Disc Golf Valley?
Lime's
We
on.
now know it's not
Yeah,
Unity after watching his latest video.
Yeah, the first name that came to mind was Linus because we've stayed at a couple of the same houses and we've gone head to head and he beats me most of the time. He's very good. I don't know. I think Ezra Robinson is probably the next best. He
Okay.
beats me a good bit too. I feel like we're probably about the same.
I like that.
That's awesome. So Woodstock, Georgia, is that where you were born? Like, have you lived there all your life, or?
Yes, pretty much all my life.
That's amazing. So how does a young Alden Harris get into disc golf in Woodstock, Georgia?
Yeah, so the first time I played it a handful of times at a campground we used to stay at like once a year. So throughout my life, I probably played it like 4 or 5 times maybe. And then my dad he was like gifted I think a Dick's Sporting Goods gift card, and he wanted something to do with me and my brother in the yard. So he bought one of those, not even really knowing what it was. So we played it a handful of times in the yard, but I still none of us were really too interested. And then I remember when I got my license, I didn't really have many friends, didn't really have any reason to go out. But then I saw the Disc in the Garage and looked up a course just because I wanted to go drive somewhere, and went to a course, played, and then pretty much went every day after that.
Wow.
It sounds
So-
like the same. Sounds like, sorry, Mayor, to interrupt you really quick. Hold your thought for
Yeah.
a second because I want to make sure you have a chance to ask. Sounds like one of my good personal friends, actually, Mr. Thomas Gilbert, who lives the same place that I do here in Toronto, Canada. It's the same story. He actually used to skip classes from high school and come down to our local park, E.T. Seton, and just throw discs all day. And eventually he started throwing farther and farther and farther with the help of one of our local OG teachers. His name's Henrik London. I know Thomas has accredited a lot of his success to that, but you just get the bug and you can't stop, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Mayor, you had a question,
it.
buddy?
So, yeah. So when you're on the course, and in all your videos, I've seen lots of great snack foods and stuff. What is your go-to snack when you're on the course to keep you going? What's in the bag when it comes to snacks? I know it's very
Yeah.
personal to a lot of guys, so I like knowing what's everybody's snack.
I really don't eat a ton usually when I'm playing, but sometimes the Disc Golf Pro Tour has like little stations set up for the players, and they always have can't even remember the brand, but like the brand of gummies that's very popular. I can't remember the name of it, but little packs of gummies.
Okay. Like little gummy bears. You got a gummy shape that you're liking. There's the worms. Is it bears? Just
No,
whatever
it's
they got.
it's usually the fruits.
Oh, okay. Oh, like a Mott's type of fruit.
Yes.
Fruit.
Mott's,
Okay.
I
Is
think
there
it is.
anything
yeah.
worse
Yeah,
than
okay.
getting greasy hands, though, when you're playing disc golf? Like, is that not the biggest amateur move when someone's like, I've got this
Well-
amazing bag of jerky. This jerky is, like, so good, and you just reach in with your right hand, and you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that's definitely an M move.
Definitely an move. You need to wear gloves
That's when
when
you
you're
just take your hand, you
snacking.
just drag it through the dirt and try and get it off, right?
Mr. Mayor probably has snacking gloves in his disc golf bag that because you
Snacking
bring
gloves?
freshly cooked
I don't
Jimmy
know.
Dean sausages onto the course with
I
you.
don't. Yeah, I'm a big Jimmy Dean sausage guy. So if I could carry some Jimmy, you know what? That's not a bad idea, Brandon. Now that you're mentioning it, I can make it like 3 or 4 of them before I go out. Put it in a little
Pocket
Ziploc.
dogs.
Yeah, I could do that. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, I'm liking this idea.
So one
This
thing
isn't
that
a
I
bad
think is
idea.
really cool about you, man, is your journey, because your journey is the dream of a ton of amateur level disc golfers out there these days. You play, you go out, you play a lot. You get recognized for your efforts by being able to join a kick-ass street team. And shout out to Prodigy, who we all know, cat out of the bag, guys. Alden's leaving Prodigy. If you heard it here first, we're breaking this news right now on Thursday Night Throwdowns. But I know you have, I know you have nothing but love for them. And one thing Prodigy's known for is their street team and their ability to give a lot of people the opportunity to get into some cool plastic. So your journey is kind of the dream of a lot of people. You go from amateur to street team. What did it take for you? I think the question I had as I wrote it, but was like, what was your like moment where you realized you had it, where this was something you could actually do as a career and go from making that jump from street team and being an ambassador to actually touring as a pro? What was it for you?
Yeah, well, first off, kind of a funny story to get on the street team. I mentioned I was from Woodstock, and the Prodigy warehouse, the old Prodigy warehouse was like 2 miles from me. So everyone around me through Prodigy, I got to know some of the Prodigy players and some of the warehouse workers actually. So that's how I got on the Prodigy team. I already forget your actual question. What was it?
So what was the moment you realized that like you had what it takes to
Oh, yes,
elevate
yes.
from like being on a street
Yeah,
team
so-
to getting to be a pro?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was definitely my dream to go on tour, and I didn't really know when it would be possible to do that. And then in 2020, I really wanted to go on tour in 2021, and then in 2020, kind of near the end of the year, I ended up winning Music City. So it was kind of just good timing for me where, I don't know, after winning that, I just kind of knew that it was possible for me to go on tour that next year. So I don't know what would have happened if I didn't win that, but I don't know. I'd like to think I would have made it on tour still eventually.
I love it. And
Absolutely.
since
Hey,
oh, Mr. Mayor, go ahead, buddy.
No. So I'm also seeing in some of the vids, we've got some intense video game battles going on. I know we talked about Disc Golf Valley. What is the game, usually when you're in a house, what's the game most people are playing? Are we on Xboxes, PlayStations? Do you have a preference? What do we got going on?
We pretty much all have PlayStation.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
If I gotta be good at Disc Golf,
Alden's a
I've gotta
red
go to
room guy, Mr.
PlayStation.
Mayor. Alden's a red room guy.
Oh,
Let's
no.
go.
I'll put UC on them. It'll be all right. So what's your game? What's the game that most people are going to? Is it like a Call of Duty?
Is Rocket League
I
still
really
popular?
don't play a ton of.
Is Rocket League still
Yes,
going in the
Rocket League probably is my game. I have you heard of the finals? It's kind of new.
Yeah,
No.
I've been playing a
Yes.
lot of that the past few
Yes.
days. I'm really enjoying that.
Yeah, that's kind of my go-to game right now. I don't get to play a ton, but when I am playing at home, that's usually what I'm playing.
Is that another like free
playing-
kind of like
it's playing
all
really
play
well.
game? Yeah, that's wicked.
all play
I gotta
game?
Try that. The finals. No, it's like one. It's like one of the like
it-
finals.
It's so
yeah.
good.
Shooter,
Yes, it's
it's
free.
like teams of 3. You got to bank money. I've been playing it. I literally played it right before the stream started. I'm really enjoying it. The connections are really good. I feel like the gameplay is there. They got a really big patch coming out here in about a week. They're really on top of what they're doing. Things seem pretty good right now in regards to weapons, as long as we'll see what happens. But there's a lot of destructible environments and everything else. Yeah, I'm really digging finals. That's a great choice.
Yeah.
So disc golf, video games,
And it's free. It's free as well. So that's great.
I see a guitar behind you. Is music a part of your life as well?
Not really. I used to play guitar a good bit. I used to take lessons, but I that's probably hasn't moved in 6 or 7 years.
Well, something you, Chris, in common. Chris, Mr. Mayor, and I have in common is the church as well. My dad's a pastor. Chris does a lot of like audio stuff, really involved with his church. I was a worship leader for a really long time, so music, a big part of my life too. I know that's a common thread through a lot of the disc golf tour as well. Now, we talk about these ups. We're talking about all these positives. What are some of the toughest parts about being on tour for you? What were some of your toughest moments in 2023, and how do you get through those moments?
Yeah, well, the years leading up to 2023, so 2021 and 2022, I didn't really know a ton of people on tour. There wasn't like that community. And then in 2023, the ministry Eagles Wings and disc golf really grew, and we have chapel services every week and Bible study. So I think the biggest thing for me has been the community has really grown, which has helped a lot on tour, because it's hard not having a community, and especially like I know my hometown friends or my home church. So so that's definitely helped.
That's amazing, man. Well, we're going to take not really a break, because Alan's going to stay hanging out with us here.
There we go. We're back.
All right. Yeah.
There we go. All right. We're going to show some videos to the people here. And you're going to give us a little bit of insight
I'm
as
nervous.
to what was going on. So here's our first one here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Isaac took it down, first major of the year, pretty sick. He actually had to go right after his round. He had to go to bed. He had to get up at like 3 a.m. to get to work, so we weren't really able to do an interview, but he wanted to do one, so we're here at his work. Yeah.
When big boy take it down, big boy got to go to work.
That's right.
I'm gonna go no sound too to see if I can figure it out.
Hey guys, welcome to Smoothie King. What can I blend for you guys?
We're actually coming in for Isaac. Is he around?
Yeah. He's in the back. You want me to get him?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll be right back. What's up, guys? I didn't know you were gonna be here.
Is this
Okay.
good time for interview?
This is fine. Yeah, it's kind of a slow day today, so got plenty of time.
Awesome. Well, I guess we'll get right into it. So
Awesome. So I guess we'll get right into it. So what?
That's so funny.
But it's hilarious. And this is one of the reasons I love watching your YouTube channels. What inspires some of these moments? Like what inspires you guys to go out and do something like that? Who comes up with that idea? Who's the creative person in the group?
That was because that was the interview for Isaac after Champions Cup. We usually do, if one of us wins the tournament, we do an interview afterwards, and we try to think of a really funny interview scenario to do. And I can't remember who came up with that one. I think it was me and Isaac. I think we were brainstorming and we came up with that. I think I posted it's actually funny. That was in Jonesboro where that was filmed, even though it was for the Champions Cup video. But I think I posted on the Jonesboro disc golf page asking if there's any like restaurant or store willing to let us film and the manager of that place let us do it somehow. So
Oh, that is so
Wow,
awesome.
Smoothie King manager with the dub.
The best
I
part
know.
is when I
She
saw
was
some
so nice.
comments, when I saw some comments about that, and people didn't understand that. They're like, "Oh, so funny!" Like, ha ha ha. We all know Isaac doesn't work there, but how did you get that employee to go along with it? It's like,
I can't even tell you how many messages I've gotten asking how we pulled that off. And
Ezra
I usually just
deserves
say,
an
like,
Oscar
yeah,
for
he
his
works
role.
there.
Ezra gets an Oscar for his role, 100%.
Oh man,
All right,
that was so funny.
video number 2, clip number 2 is titled
Here we go. Here we
Pizza Box Distance Comp.
Welcome back to DGN.
Okay,
We are
okay.
here with the second
go.
annual Pizza Box Toss-Off presented by Little Caesars, sponsored by Domino's. Follow
Little
me.
Caesars?
This year, we have a bit of a twist. 20, 30 feet downhill.
Sponsored
off
by
the cliff.
Domino's.
Today's competitors, Bobby. Ezra.
I don't know if downhill
We
was an
have
advantage.
Gannon.
I'm gonna kick it off
And then
by
Isaac,
saying
who's
that.
behind the camera. We get one shot to see who's crown champion this year.
I guess it depends on how much grease
Oh,
is
what
on
a
the box.
That's pretty good.
I'll be the range guy.
Ooh.
I don't trust Gannon's ranging.
78.
A little overstable. You got a little electrical tape on that box holding it together? Is that what we got going on?
Sure, I can go through.
I think so.
Yeah.
20 feet, right? 79.
First question I'll ask while we're watching this: was it the same box the whole way through? Yeah.
Nose down.
I think we had two, but I think we only used one of them.
Oh,
Maybe we used the
77
second one
feet.
too. I can't remember.
you got someone down there like throwing it back up to you?
Mhm. I think whoever threw it had the responsibility throwing it back up.
I'm the reigning champ. I need to defend my title. I'm going to try to do a low anti-skip shot. Gotta
All
get
right,
the ground play if you want to get the big
See if the world champ can pull it off.
No one went forehand. All right. I'll backhand so far.
Oh.
72.
Zipping it.
Oh,
I win something! First event of the year. First win.
Oh, there's
So-
a really funny story behind this one.
excellent. See, and I didn't even ask you before, so this is perfect. So,
Yeah.
what's the story we got behind this clip?
So yeah, I'm trying to remember. So I think it was right before Isaac threw. I didn't get it on video. I wish I had, because it would have made it so much funnier. But Gannon threw the rangefinder back up there, and it hit the wall and like shattered. And then we put it back together, and it was just Isaac's that we did with the rangefinder after that, and we're like, it probably was broken. So because it seemed like his was the furthest throw.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, but right before that, Gannon shattered it, and we had to put it back together. So it definitely could have been way off.
Oh, that's so great. All right,
Oh, no.
clip number 3. We got clip number 3 here. This clip is probably one of my favorites, and this one is called.
No.
This one is called Blindfolded Disc Golf. Don't worry, this one doesn't even involve you at all, buddy. It's
This is
just
good.
amazing.
This is
Get
good.
on your channel.
Okay, you're also first off. You are 10 feet away. Okay, give me 6 inches to your right.
Doesn't matter when he's
Yes. Okay, feel that.
To be honest, he looks like a commando. Look at that.
Do you edit these yourself, Alden?
I do.
The music choice for this scene is. It's like Roman Reigns is coming out to the ring, Chris. You know that name? He's a WWE guy.
Oh!
He's from Pensacola.
Uh,
win again, buddy.
This is the worst day of my life.
worst day of his life. Worst day of his life. So, first thing I gotta say there is you really see Brody's like experience from when he was in like the Bro 5 videos and stuff like that, with like hyping people up and stuff. What's it like to work with? We all have our mixed opinions about Brody, but such an epic content creator. He's been creating content for such a long time. Does he give some like good feedback? Does he have some like really good ideas on what to do? Is it fun to shoot content with him? Did you guys have a good time doing that?
Yes, I really enjoy shooting with Brody and Ezra. I think it was the first doubles battle we did with them on their channels like 2 years ago, and during that round, I remember asking Brody a bunch of YouTube questions, and he was so excited to answer them, excited to help me. So he's really fun to talk to about YouTube because obviously he's one of the biggest YouTubers.
Blindfolded disc golf. I have a hard enough time playing disc golf seeing. And
I don't know. It could improve the game depending on how
honestly,
we throw.
so
It
it's
might
funny
not be
because
that
I
bad.
have this theory that seeing the trees makes it easier to hit the trees. Because when I play glowy, all
Sure.
these gaps just appear out of nowhere. It's like, how did my disc make it there? I didn't know that line existed, right? So, all right.
The trees are only there because you see it. It's like
we got
there's
one
no
more
spoon in
video
the
clip.
Matrix.
This is another.
I hate to say it, but it froze again.
Okay, well,
Oh,
You can tell me what clip
we can
it is
tell
if
you what this
want.
one's called,
I-
Alden.
I do
You'll know what it
massive
is.
assertion here.
But this video clip is
Little
called
play.
Pucker Up.
All right, so we're at the mall the other
Ladies
day.
and gentlemen,
Gannon got
this
some
is a sour candy challenge
Very
between
Oh,
Mr. Alden
it's
Harris
the sour candy challenge.
Someone has to put all 5
and
of these
Mr.
in
Gannon
ones.
Burr.
One is really,
They got some warheads,
You're rolling dice in Vegas.
and these guys are gamblers.
Okay, yes,
like,
yes.
you guys gamble with each other all the time on the tour. You guys are always making bets, I'm sure.
We do
Yeah,
during
like
rounds.
three
Yeah, we
doubles.
usually have something on the line.
And I couldn't see, were those toxic waste or were they warheads? Do you remember?
They're warheads.
Can't remember. I remember them being
The warheads?
okay.
And they got
Warheads
two of
have
those
a
like
much better
super
flavor
sour
than
ones, and the
just
bet
sour.
was all 5. Here we go. All 5 at the same time. This is the best face I've ever seen in my life right
Here
here,
we go.
y'all.
Here we go.
This face right here,
It hurts.
it's pain. It's pain.
It's like your face is trying to implode.
Oh man. So one thing I think
I like-
we can learn about you is like, as much as this is a job for you, as much as you're out there doing your thing, like you guys are having the best time out there. Like you guys are all brothers. You guys are loving what you're doing. And one question I got that's a little bit more of a serious note. We're not asking you where we're going. You're going. None of that stuff. Don't worry. What I do want to know though is how does switching sponsors impact some of those relationships you guys have? Does anyone have stipulations around like who you're allowed to tour with, that kind of stuff, or are you still going to be able to hang with the boys next year on tour?
Yeah, so when Gavin left Prodigy last year, a lot of the comments were like, "Oh, that stinks. He's not going to be in all the videos anymore. Hope he still hangs out with them." Blah blah blah. But it doesn't affect anything. We're all still best friends, and we can never stop hanging out with each other.
That's amazing. All right, I forgot to put a timer on for this round, y'all, but we're having fun. So I'm going to put
Okay.
a 3-minute timer on for qualifying for the finals. You guys have 3 minutes left to finish this round. Don't worry. We got a couple more questions for our amazing guest here. We're going to ask you some Disc Golf Valley questions here because the people want to know. So your in-game bag, choices you've made for your in-game bag. You've got a lot of stable stuff
Oh
in
yeah,
your bag.
what's your
I've
in-game
peeped-
bag looking like?
I've peeped that bag. So
Oh, yeah.
what?
I'm gonna go look at it myself.
Peep in
yeah,
the bag.
let's peep your bag. Let's hear what you're
Mean
playing. And the
Easter's
question
coming
I'll
up.
ask you while you're doing that is, what was it like to play a Disc Golf Valley course the first time that you played in real life, like Emporia or the Beast, or I don't know if you've played the
True.
Beast before, or Maple Hill.
Are you talking about the first time I played it in game or
In the
real
game,
life?
were you like, holy crap, this is actually like it is in
Okay.
real life? Or
It's unbelievably accurate. It surprises me how well they did it. Like, just the terrain is just perfect. There's just so many little details they put in. It was very impressive.
That's
like that.
amazing.
So there's F1 drivers who will also race the F1 games because they're so realistic and so they can just constantly practice and not being simulators.
Mm.
So that's
Yeah,
pretty
if
awesome that it's
you're-
that close to what you're playing on in real
Yeah,
life.
but everyone playing them on Disc Golf Valley, there's no need to go in real life. It's basically the same.
It's the same, guys.
We're
We're
more
more-
accurate.
we're
Charlie
more
says.
accurate
Charlie
than
says spin offs
F1.
were accurate
Charlie.
than F1 by
Hey.
100%. They work
I'm just
really
saying,
hard
that's
though.
not-
I know how
not
much
wrong.
work they put into
Not
that.
wrong.
So, all right, this is a game we
Not
like to play
wrong.
with our guests. It's called Desert Island Discs. If you could bring
Okay.
3 discs with you to this beautiful Hops and Hyzer Desert Island we have, it exists in real life. I promise. Beautiful pro level course, all the amenities you need to have a great time there. But you can only bring 3 discs. Only 3. Putter, mid-range, driver. Which discs are you bringing, buddy? Which discs are you bringing?
I'm guessing you're talking about Disc Golf Valley, right?
Oh, I'm talking about in real life, my friend. I'm talking about in real life.
Oh, real
And this-
life.
I mean, you
okay.
can do both.
Okay.
We
Why
can
not do
talk
both?
Disc Golf Valley too, but in real life, your 3 go-to
Okay.
discs, what are they?
Real life.
Real
Life.
Well, when I was with Prodigy, I can tell you that I had this blue M1 that was so good. It was just dead straight. And then for putters, I had this throwing PA1 that was like the most overstable disc I'd ever thrown. It was like, I don't even know what happened with that run, but they're crazy overstable. And then driver wise, probably a Falcor.
Okay.
Nice. And what did you putt
When
with
you were first
when
starting
were
out,
with
what did you
Prodigy?
use? What was your favorite when you first starting out?
Sorry,
Sorry.
but I couldn't hear you. Sorry.
Don't we overlapped there. That's my fault. Chris said, what was your favorite when you first started out with Prodigy?
If for starting, what was the favorites that you were coming up with?
Mm-mm. Oh man, I
know
can't
we got
even
a Dick's
remember.
Sporting Goods starter
think-
pack.
Oh, I remember. I think it could have been my first ever disc. It was a DX Wolf, and it
Okay.
was so good. I love that disc. I think I still have it somewhere. Need to pull it out again.
Nice.
So, what was some of the non Prodigy stuff that you've liked? You know, maybe more recently that you've thrown from other people's bags, just goofing around on the course or whatever.
Yeah. Let's see. What is it called? The koi. The really.
Oh, the
Really,
elevation
I don't even
koi.
know.
That
Yeah, that
rubbery
thing's-
awesomeness.
That thing's
Yeah.
very fun.
Yeah.
I've really only used it once. It was in I think it was when we were in Sweden. We were doing some event with I don't know, some fundraiser event. We were playing with we were like partnered up with AMS, and this one guy had a koi, and then we just kept passing it around. That's like all the pros do. It was really fun. But that's a really fun disc. Man, I don't know. One random one that comes to mind is Big Germ's Halo Bosses. Those things are just crazy. They go so far.
Heck yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So, hey, before we let you go tonight, Alden, I want to ask you, what are you most excited for 2024? Oh, keyword. Yes, folks. Sorry. We got to do some giveaways. We've been having so much fun with our guest here. Don't worry. We'll catch up on them after. It's all good, guys. We'll do our mayor giveaway in a minute. What are you most excited for, Alden, for 2024?
I'm very excited. Well, these past 3 years, I've lived in a van, and then Isaac lived in a van, Gavin lived in a van. And again, I would usually get a hotel with like Silas or something. But this next year, all of us sold our vans, and we're doing Airbnbs the whole year. So
Yeah.
able to have a nice place to go before and after rounds, and hopefully that'll give us some more content too, because we're all going to be enclosed in one house.
Maybe a little more rest.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a little. I mean, it's van life's okay, but sometimes just sleeping inside of a house is just a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
That'll be so nice. Well, listen, man, we want to thank you so much for taking
Yeah,
time,
dude, absolutely.
coming out to join us this evening, chatting with us, hanging out, and sharing your time with us. We wish you the best, and we hope we don't have to wait too long to find out what's next for you in the 2024 season, my friend.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Me and the guys would love to come on anytime. We all love Disc Golf Valley. It's like all we do.
Heck yeah. Well,
Ooh.
on the season, we'll definitely be pulling you to maybe do some live from the field correspondence for us. While you're out there, you can be our pro reporter from the tour.
we have a
And,
pro
listen, man,
invitational.
we
That
wish
would
you
be
nothing
fun.
but the best. It's going to be a great year for you guys, and we're your biggest fans here. So listen, right now, ladies and gentlemen, what we are going to do is we're going to give away tonight 3 Alden Harris Tour Series packs, Team Series packs in the game to 3
Nice.
people who participate in our qualifying rounds tonight. So if you don't have that pack yet, you can go out and buy it, because even though they're Prodigy discs and he's not with Prodigy anymore, proceeds from that pack still goes to support this fantastic guy beside us. So you guys
Absolutely.
can help him out by doing that. And guys, subscribe on YouTube and Instagram. Alden.c.harris on Instagram. Is it the same
I got
YouTube?
it right here in the chat.
You didn't
I
put
got
it in the chat, Chris? Perfect.
Alden Harris.
But
I got it. It's right there.
it's one of the best disc golf content follows. You're hilarious, man. It's wholesome. And my favorite thing about your channel is none of it is forced, which is the best thing about your guys' content, because there's nothing worse than watching people who don't want to record content recording content. It is so painful. So I'm so happy it comes so naturally to you guys. And man, bless you, buddy. We wish you nothing but the best in 2024.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
No, have a good one, man. God bless.
Have a great night, sir.
Bye, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Super
Alden
cool.
Harris. And that was our interview with Alden Harris. We hope you enjoyed it. Again, toss us a like, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you come back and check out one of our weekly Disc Golf Valley live streams. Until then, keep it on the fairway, and we'll see you soon.